Hello, beautiful people. So welcome back to my channel. My name is Dr. Joanna Charlton, and I'm a holistic life coach and help people overcome chronic pain and the symptoms through the mind-body medicine approach. I'm going to be talking today about why your emotions matter. So I've been going on for a couple of days now about the difference between the low vibrational emotions and high vibrational emotions, between basically the love and fear, the fight, flight, freeze response, or the rest, digest, rejuvenate response. And why is this so important? Because emotions change physical matter. This has been shown scientifically, and I will link down below where you can find the research about this. I'm a nerd when it comes to research because I was a research therapist, a researcher, biomedical researcher, an immunologist. So, but this is really important, right? Emotions change your physical matter. They change the field that we're in, because their vibration at a higher expands outside of your heart, and they even change your DNA. So, biomedical dogma there has that us to believe that Newton's law of physics and the sum of the parts in general, has this conditioning and programming that we believe that we are the lump sum of our DNA and our programming, and that we're at the mercy of our DNA and are victims to our genes and our circumstances, right? This is very convenient when you're selling to a fear-based market, and for the sick care system, which is basically perpetuating us to be sick, and not actually giving us the empowerment to actually heal for ourselves. So as a biomedical researcher and as an immunologist, of course, I had a very different viewpoint than most people in that field, yet I kind of had to fit in, and I followed the ropes and went through all the research protocols and all the rest of it. But it wasn't until my healing journey forced me to actually see this in a very different light, in a very different story, that we're not just our bodies, we're not just the physical matter, we are body, mind, spirit complex. So we have the infinite, and we're infinitely connected to the field, which is the space between the particles and the matter on this planet, in the universe, and that the universe is infinite, which means that we are infinitely connected and infinitely we have an infinite potential to become what we want to be. So emotions change the shape of the DNA. This has been shown experimentally. Like I said, I'll link the experiment below. And this, through the HeartMath Institute, basically DNA was placed in a room with people who were able to regulate, or let's say be coherent in mind and heart. So heart-brain coherence is called, or heart-brain harmony. And then they would look at the DNA, and they found that in states of people who were in expansive emotion, or high vibrational emotion, or elevated emotions, the DNA in the vial, in the tube, would expand, would be more open and less contracted than when the same piece of DNA was put in next to people who were, or trained again in HeartMath coherence, but we're thinking about negative vibration. We're having a negative emotion, hate, anger, frustration, sadness, or deep grief, all these different, deep low vibrational emotions, right? Opposed to love, acceptance, compassion, gratitude, right? So all of these, so basically it physically changed the DNA in the tube. And I said this will, I will reference this experiment below. So what does this mean? Human emotions produce the effects which defy conventional laws of physics, basically, is what the researchers conclude, and that they show that through experimental evidence and peer-reviewed journal that emotions change matter. They can change your DNA. So this is really, really important for our everyday life. This is not just, we originally think or thought that, Buddha, Christ, or the great sages, the other great mystics were able to do these extraordinary things. But it's now been shown with HeartMath Institute and Joe Dispenza's work and their research that normal people like you and me can do this, can change our emotional experience and change our matter, change our physical body because of our emotions. And this of course, elevated these emotions on a daily basis. It's not just one time and that's it. It's obviously it's a process. And this is why it's so important, because it's not just a one-off thing that you can do once in a time. This is why I talk about and rant on about the habits that heal, right? Because it takes practice, and hence habits, and our habits are how we get this new programming into our everyday lives. So I honk on about it. Unless we change our habits, we won't change anything. So we can go into the subconscious programming. So habits that heal, raising your vibration, HeartMath coherence or coherent breathing, all of these things, soothing to release the fear and coming back to a kind of more acceptance, or even higher emotion of compassion to self, for the experience that you are having at this moment, can really help. And in fact it does, and it changes matter, it changes your physical state, it changes your physical genes. It can up-regulate and down-regulate genes because the DNA is now open or closed, and so basically the expression of different genes is available at different times. And I just want to empower you so much that this is possible for you, that it's not just in some guru that's sitting there and oming in a cave that can do these, can change matter. It's an everyday life, everyday person that can do it. Remember that habits that change, that holistic habits that heal, that I rant on about, is because we need the repetition. We need to do something every single day for at least 30 days to create a new habit. And this is what we can do. Everybody can do that. They can do it, bring in a coherence or harmony, brain, heart harmony, elevating your emotion on a regular basis for 30 days, and just see what happens. Just see the difference in your body, see the difference in your pain levels, in your symptoms, and just try it out, right? And then once you see that you've got the habit in, then build another one, put another habit in, and upgrade your habits holistically over a period of time, and your life will change. I guarantee it, right? There's no way that it can't change. So choose today to start to build holistic habits that heal. Embrace your power that you have. Everybody has inside them, using their heart, their beautiful heart. It's now out. There is a revolution in science or medicine that's happening. So I really hope that you can understand that you can be a part of it today. And just know as well that the body doesn't know the difference between where is it? Yeah, the body doesn't know the difference between a fake or like an image on your mind of your ideal holistic life, and that builds your that you could build your holistic life with, and you raise your vibrations in that way. It doesn't know the difference between this imagined state, right? It's just like watching a movie, right? It's just exactly like that. You imagine everything is real, and you actually feel the physical. When you go into a thriller or something, you feel the physical effects on your body, right? Because the body doesn't know that it's not actually happening to you. So you can build this habit of what's called mental rehearsing. So you rehearse yourself in imagining that you're living the beautiful life, the holistic, healed life that you want, and raise your vibration with that. So you have a strong intention on a high vibration, and this is the body doesn't know the difference between that and the information that's coming from its senses at the current moment of your health, right, crisis, which may be chronic pain, it may be some symptoms, it may be some headache, it may be whatever it is, right? But it doesn't actually know the difference. So you can start to, let's say, cheat it until you start to feel it, right? You can start to actually fake it until you make it, is another expression. So just start to the ritual of building your holistic habits that heal. First one, raising your vibration, improving your vibration, choosing love over fear, right? Choosing love or acceptance. If you can't get to love, the state of love, just get to acceptance. Acceptance is much, much higher vibration than any of the low vibrational experiences that you may be having right now with your fear, with your anger, whatever else is going on, your non-acceptance, your resistance to what is now. All of these are literally changing your matter in your body, and only will make things worse. So start to think about what you're focusing on every single day. Are you focusing on the problems and the negative energies and the negative emotions? Are you choosing to focus on and forcing yourself? I mean, in the beginning, it may be forcing, right? So I know that in the beginning, I didn't feel like doing my gratitude diary. I didn't feel like doing my meditations. I didn't feel like doing the practices that I have now in my every single day that I do, to improve my, I call holistic habits that heal, my Blissipline routine, my ritual. I don't want to miss it because it's now programmed into me. It makes me feel great. It lifts and elevates my vibration. It elevates and makes everything much more easy and more fun and more aligned. And I get much more downloads. I'm no longer in the fight, flight, freeze response, and my body is healed from all the chronic pain that I had, the 18 different symptoms and fibromyalgia and all sorts of things. So there is a medical revolution that's happening, and I would invite you to be part of it. And just, if you can't do anything else in your day because you're in so much pain or so much chronic fatigue, I beg you just to do the things that make you feel good. Have that cold or warm or mild cold shower that builds your that you can feel good in. Go for that walk, write gratitude. I mean, these things, do guided meditations, anything that gets you up into an elevated state will start to take effect on your system and on your physical body and on your DNA, and start retraining the brain, rewiring, neuroplasticity. Thank God for neuroplasticity. We can change our brain in a few days, in 30 less days. So I'm going to put, for anybody who wants to check out the research, the experiments that have been done on DNA and light and photons and HeartMath Institute research as well, check it out on my website on below. And also, if you're really interested in this or becoming superhuman, the Joe Dispenza's book or that You Are the Placebo are two great resources as well to really, really get you inspired. And also I've got lots of videos on my channel that you can that helps you soothe and raise your vibrations and make it a constant thing. So with that, I will love you and leave you, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.